So today is July, I don't even know, and I have come to the conclusion that I don't feel anything. Like, it feels like my body is just completely just here and existing and not feeling, not anything. I don't know. I think to be in a position of making decisions and everything is kind of backed with a thought behind it, but not a feeling. And doing that for so long, it just leaves you in a space of not even knowing how to lead yourself through yourself. It's like I just feel like I don't know, like I don't feel like I feel like maybe I have been moving in ways that hasn't necessarily been beneficial for me. Because everything that I do, it is like triggered by a thought. And I remember reading somewhere that thoughts are not really real and they're not really from you. There's this whole thing about the archons and I remember I was reading this excerpt and they were like, yeah, like the mind is just a disease of semen. And I remember reading that and like thinking to myself, okay, well, all these thoughts are coming in. It's like almost a want to control a narrative, and I feel like the mind or whatever this thing is has too much power and the body just kind of follows. And instead, I feel it should be the body and the mind, well, really the brain, should all work together and be in unison with each other. But for whatever reason, it's just not. It's like the mind is the master with the whip and the body just has to follow whatever it does. And I think the body, is capable of moving and flowing, but the moment that the flow is controlled by thoughts or it becomes not true, not real, not authentic. Body has to flow, and flow can't be controlled. It just is. And I've been moving in a way in which my flow has been very much so controlled. The mind just does too much. And I know that we say things like the mind is the one that does everything, and I don't believe that. I feel like your mind has the capability of doing everything, but if it does everything I feel like the mind has the capability of doing everything, but if it does everything all the time, it would just become burnt out and useless. It would become weak because it's not meant to do everything, especially not control your every movement. You have to flow. Your body has to flow naturally. It isn't one man runs the show, the whole thing runs the show, your whole body runs the show. So I'm just feeling like I am in just this space of wanting my body to have a say so in my life. Wanting my flow to be what leads and not something that follows instructions from a mind that is constantly being I don't want to say influenced, but it absorbs so much. I'm ready to flow and be fully and authentically in myself. And now is the time for discovering what that flow is. Now is the time for discovering what that flow is.